Was the management of team leads for you? Sustained growth still here to stay. Let's also get in a word from the management of IndianOil. The stock was blowing hot and cold in trade yesterday after those Q1 earnings came in. Strong inventory gains boosting margins and bottom line for the company. Chetan Bhutani caught up with the IOC Chairman B. Ashok to decode the quarter gone by and understand the road ahead. Here's what the PSU refiner had to say.
Our GRMs for the first quarter was $9.98 per barrel. Of course, one significant reason for the GRMs to go up has been because of the firming up of the crude oil prices. So because of that, we have had a certain amount of inventory gains, both in terms of crude as well as finished product. But besides that, the operational parameters have also been excellent. Our refineries have been operating at 110% capacity utilization, and so is the case with our pipelines, which have been operating at 130% capacity utilization. And marketing sales have also improved. So all these have resulted in a very good performance. Of course, GRM basically is because of the refinery operations in terms of the inventory gains that has happened.
So what has been the crude sourcing strategy, considering some your private peers have got significantly cheaper crude from Iraq and Iran? So what has been the strategy behind sourcing crude oil, sir?
No, we have been very consciously having a proportion between the quantities that we term up in terms of procurement and the ones which we buy on spot basis. Recently, the government of India has also given us the mandate that we could follow our own policies in terms of sourcing crude. So we have a board-approved policy wherein we have brought in a little more flexibility by cutting down the times substantially. So over the last few months, we have been also experimenting on this. And by cutting down the termed quantities and increasing the spot quantities slightly, we are able to bring in a lot more flexibility into our system and source crudes, which are opportunity crudes, I mean in terms of the pricing which goes on in the marketplace. So due to that, we have been able to make significant gains.
Panipat cracker refinery has been really adding to your performance as well. So tell us about a word on of the pipeline business and how is it looking like to you?
No, cracker has been working well, because of which our petrochemical business has been growing. And this year again, during the first quarter, there's been a significant delta in terms of profitability from petrochemical business. So we have had almost 446 crores additional profit from petrochemicals. So the performance, excellent performance of the naphtha cracker certainly has been a main contributor for that. In terms of pipelines, as I said, basically the utilization of the pipelines have gone up. One is that the refineries need to operate beyond capacity, so whatever the refineries produce will be transported through the pipelines. I mean, both in terms of movement of crude into the refineries as well as finished products out of the refineries. So because of that, the pipelines have also done well, and whatever margins we are able to get on that count has also gone up.
What has give us a word on the Paradeep refinery, and when do you expect that to ramp up complete utilization? Any timeline that you're looking forward to?
The good news is all the units of Paradeep refinery have been commissioned. The last of the units of the alkylation unit got commissioned very recently. But we believe that but many of these units are still under the process of stabilization. So sometimes we need to go on and off in terms of the units. We believe that maybe in less than a month's time, we should be able to operate it on a continuous basis.
Right, my last question, sir. Help me understand the interest line cost item here. So this quarter rupees 680 crore, this quarter 680 crores, last quarter 1084 crore, and the last year 618 crore. What has changed from the fourth quarter to the first?
See, basically what's happened is till the Paradeep refinery was commissioned, all those, the interest costs of the Paradeep refinery were getting capitalized. So this year it has gone into the revenue account, so marginally the interest costs have gone up.
So that was the